Hi there, Brian here. Welcome back to the Cash Flow Desk. Today we're talking about something that keeps a lot of business owners up at night: giving employees corporate cards without losing control of your spending. If you've ever hesitated to issue company cards because you're worried about unauthorized purchases, expense fraud, or just the general chaos of tracking everything, this video is for you. We'll cover why the old reimbursement model creates more problems than it solves, how modern corporate cards actually give you more control, and what to look for when choosing a card program that works for your business. Let's start with why most businesses get stuck in the reimbursement cycle in the first place. It feels safer, right? Employees spend their own money, submit receipts, and you approve what gets paid back. You're in control of every dollar. But here's what actually happens. Your employees are fronting cash for business expenses, which creates friction. Your finance team is drowning in receipt management, and you're still dealing with expense fraud. People just get creative with their personal receipts instead. Consider a typical services company with 20 employees. Each person submits maybe 5 expense reports per month. That's 100 reports to review, approve, and process. Your finance person is spending hours every week just managing paperwork. Meanwhile, your sales team is using personal cards for client dinners. Your marketing manager is buying software subscriptions, and your operations folks are covering travel costs. Everyone's waiting weeks to get reimbursed, and you're sitting on a pile of expenses that already happened but haven't hit your books yet. The control you think you have? It's mostly an illusion. Here's where corporate cards flip the script, but not the old school cards your dad's company used in the 90s. Modern corporate card programs, like what Ramp offers, give you real-time visibility and control that reimbursements never could. Think about it this way. With reimbursements, you find out about spending after it happens when someone submits a receipt. With a good corporate card system, you know about every transaction as it occurs. You can set spending limits by employee, by category, even by merchant. Want to give your marketing team access to software subscriptions but not travel expenses? Done. Need to cap individual transactions at $500. Easy. Consider a SaaS company that switched from reimbursements to corporate cards. Before the switch, they discovered a sales rep had been expensing personal dinners for months. They only caught it during an annual audit. After implementing corporate cards with proper controls, similar issues became impossible because the system flagged unusual spending patterns immediately. The cards also integrate directly with your accounting software, so transactions flow into the right categories automatically. No more manual data entry, no more missing receipts, no more wondering if that restaurant charge was actually a business meal. So what does good card control actually look like? Start with spending limits that make sense for each role. Your CEO might need higher limits than your junior marketing coordinator, and that's fine. The key is being intentional about it. Category restrictions are huge. Block personal shopping sites, limit restaurant spending to reasonable amounts, restrict certain types of purchases entirely. A retail business might allow office supply purchases but block competitor research tools, while a consulting firm might do the opposite. Approval workflows are another layer. You can require manager approval for purchases over a certain amount, or for spending in specific categories. Some companies set it up so software subscriptions always need approval, but office supplies under $50 go through automatically. Location-based controls matter too. If your employee is supposed to be in Chicago but their card is being used in Miami, the system can flag that immediately. And here's something most people don't think about: temporary limits. Going to a conference? Bump up the travel and meal limits for that week, then dial them back down. It's flexible control, not rigid restrictions. The goal isn't to micromanage every purchase, it's to create guardrails that prevent problems while letting people do their jobs efficiently. The real power of modern corporate cards is in the monitoring and alerts. With traditional reimbursements, fraud detection happened during manual review, if it happened at all. With corporate cards, you can catch issues immediately. Set up alerts for unusual spending patterns. If someone who normally spends $50 a month suddenly charges $800, you'll know right away. If a card gets used at an unusual location or merchant type, you get notified. Duplicate charges are another big one. Sometimes vendors accidentally charge twice, or employees forget they already bought something. The system can flag potential duplicates for review. Missing receipt alerts solve the biggest headache in expense management. Instead of chasing people down weeks later, the system prompts them to upload receipts immediately after each purchase. No more shoeboxes full of crumpled receipts at month end. Some finance automation platforms even use AI to match receipts with transactions automatically and flag anything that looks suspicious. A restaurant receipt for 3 people when the employee was traveling alone? Flagged. A software subscription that doesn't match your approved vendor list? Flagged. The monitoring isn't about catching employees doing something wrong. It's about catching mistakes, preventing fraud, and keeping your books clean in real time. Here's where corporate cards really shine compared to reimbursements. They integrate seamlessly with your existing financial systems. Every transaction flows directly into your accounting software with the right coding, categorization, and supporting documentation. No manual data entry, no transcription errors, no wondering which credit card statement matches which expense report. For budgeting, this is game-changing. Instead of waiting for expense reports to see where you stand, you have real-time budget tracking. Marketing spent 60% of their monthly budget by the 15th. You know immediately, not when they submit receipts 3 weeks later. Cash flow forecasting becomes more accurate too. With reimbursements, you're always dealing with timing differences, expenses that happened but haven't been submitted yet, or approved reimbursements that haven't been paid out. Corporate cards eliminate that lag. The integration also makes month-end closing faster. Instead of waiting for all expense reports to come in, then reviewing, approving, and coding them, most of your expense data is already in the system and categorized correctly. For businesses using platforms like Ramp, the integration goes even deeper. The system learns your coding patterns and starts categorizing transactions automatically. Office supply purchases go to office expenses, software subscriptions go to technology costs, travel charges get coded appropriately. Not all corporate card programs are created equal, so what should you look for? Start with the control features we've discussed. Can you set individual spending limits, category restrictions, approval workflows? If the answer is no to any of these, keep looking. Real-time reporting is non-negotiable. You need to see transactions as they happen, not days later when statements arrive. The reporting should integrate with your accounting software and give you the visibility you need to manage cash flow. Mobile apps matter more than you might think. Your employees need to upload receipts and track spending on the go. Finance teams need to approve purchases and monitor spending from anywhere. If the mobile experience is clunky, adoption will suffer. Rewards and cashback can be nice, but don't let them drive your decision. The control features and integration capabilities will save you more money than any rewards program will generate. Customer support is crucial, especially during implementation. You're changing how your entire company handles expenses. You need a partner who can help you set up controls properly and train your team effectively. Look for programs that offer dedicated customer success managers, comprehensive onboarding, and ongoing support. Ramp, for example, assigns dedicated specialists to help businesses optimize their card programs over time. Here's the bottom line. Corporate cards don't have to be scary if you choose the right program and set it up properly. The key is moving from the illusion of control that reimbursements provide to the real control that modern corporate card programs offer. Real-time visibility, smart spending limits, automatic integration, and proactive monitoring. Your employees get the tools they need to do their jobs efficiently. Your finance team gets clean, organized data instead of piles of receipts. And you get to sleep better knowing exactly where your money is going and that you have systems in place to prevent problems before they happen. If you're ready to ditch the reimbursement chaos, start by evaluating what controls and integrations matter most for your business. Then find a corporate card program that delivers on those requirements. If this was helpful, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Brian, and I'll see you in the next one.